SpongeBob was a good man. He just didn't have direction. Hello everyone, good morning, good welcome to here. Today we're gonna talk about something, okay? Today we're gonna talk about how all chords, okay, sus chords, seventh chords, diminished chords, whatever they are all just alterations of one tiny little chord, and that is the major triad. And so essentially what I'm saying is, all chords are just a version of the classic 1-3-5 chord, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And once you see chords through this lens, chord theory becomes a lot more grounded and understandable, you know? And what 1-3-5 means is it's built off of the first, third, and fifth degrees of any major scale. So for example, if we apply that formula to the C major scale, we'll grab the first degree, third, fifth, that would be the C, E, and G note, and together that would make the C major chord. And so now, okay, my claim is that every chord is just an alteration of this one major chord formula. And so what the heck am I talking about? Well, okay, every chord type has a specific chord formula. And we use that formula to alter this classic 1-3-5 chord. So let's do some examples. So if we take a minor chord, for example, the formula that makes that chord is a first degree, flat third, and fifth degree. So we could take our C major chord here that we built, and all we have to do is flatten that third degree. So then we would have a C, E flat, and G note. And just like that, we have a C minor chord. And so see how we took our major chord and turned it into a minor chord by just flattening the third, right? Hi, it's me. It's me. Hi. And now let's look at a diminished chord, okay? Let's look at a diminished chord. A diminished chord is made up of a first degree, flat third, and flat fifth degree. So again, we will take our C major chord here, right? Classic 1-3-5, and we're gonna flatten the third and the fifth. So now our notes are C, E flat, and G flat. And just like that, we have a C diminished chord. Again, that we altered and made from the C major chord. And so this works with every single chord. Let's do a little bit more of a complicated one, okay? Let's do a minor seventh chord type. The formula that makes a minor seventh chord is a first degree, flat third, fifth, and flat seventh. So again, we're gonna grab our C major chord here. See, it's right there, you see it? All we have to do to turn the C major chord into a C minor seventh chord is flatten the third, and then we're gonna have to add the seventh degree of the C major scale, which is the B note, and then flatten it too. So now our notes are C, E flat, G, and B flat. And just like that, we have a C minor seventh chord. Don't forget, if ever you have too much watermelon in your soup, just take it out. What? And so let's do another one. Let's do a sus4 chord. The formula that makes a sus4 chord is a first degree, fourth, and fifth. So we're gonna take our C major chord, again, okay, it's right there. We're gonna drop the third, because we don't need the third, right? Our sus4 chord doesn't call for a third, so we get rid of it. Yeah, and we'll replace it with the fourth degree of the C major scale, which is F. And then C, F, and G, those are our notes that make up our C sus4 chord. And so you see how this works? You see how this works? We are taking our original 1-3-5 chord and then just turning it into different chord types. I'm making a blanket. Look at, look at, look at. I'm making a blanket. There's some holes in it. Don't look at those. Yeah. And so we did all these examples using the C major triad, right? But you know, this works for every major chord. You could turn any of them into different chord types. And let me play you those chords so we could go over a concept that I want us to understand, okay? So this is C major, this is C minor, and this is C minor 7. Yeah. And so by hearing the difference between these chords here, the concept I want us to understand is by visualizing all our different chord types as being alterations of the major chord type, we could really start to understand how harmonic functions between the intervals of chords works. Altering the notes surrounding and relative to the root of the chord, which in this case was the C note, is what gives all our different chord types different colors and different, you know, tones and stuff, you know? Yeah, they're not just different chords completely. I mean, they are, but if you see them as just alterations of the major chord, helps to put all of chord theory into context, you know? It makes it less ambiguous and just like random. Don't forget to call your doctor, tell him that you want a lollipop. So that's all, everyone. Thanks for watching, thanks for being, thanks for all that you do. Don't forget that I have so many knickknacks. And if you want to learn even more about how we build chords and how they all come from major scales, why don't you go head over to megachurchmusic.com and take a look at the Key to Music Theory World Tour course that I just released. We cover the absolute fundamentals of music. We go through how major scales and chords are built and how we organize them all into keys. So there it is. And there's also the 70 Zen Guitar eBooks. We got the 70 Zen Beginner Guitar Guide that's gonna help you on your beginner journey. And we got the 70 Zen Guitar Study eBook. It's a chord, scale, and theory reference book, all organized in the Cage system. Okay, it's one big study textbook. Don't forget to subscribe. At 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna solve a Rubik's Cube on camera for the world to see. Did we reach 3,000 subscribers yet? I think so. I think so, huh? Yeah, see for us. 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers. Woo! And that's all. That's it. You go do your laundry, and also you take out your dog and you put him in your car and you take him to the mall because he needs a coat. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being. Thanks for all that you do. Don't forget, crepes are really creepy. Okay? What they are is creepy. Who wants a pancake? A skin pancake? Not me. Not me. Toodles.